Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. In the first update of the day, this was posted by Big Ramy a couple of hours ago, and Big Ramy looks like he's training very hard. Now, as we all know, Big Ramy did not show up to the Pittsburgh Pro where he was supposed to guest pose, and there were a lot of videos circulating, is Ramy going to retire? Is he even going to defend his title this year? Is Ramy focused on bodybuilding? But from what I'm seeing here, Ramy seems to be pretty focused. Now, Ramy is a guy that kind of comes and goes, but at least for the time being, Ramy looks like he's going into this Mr. Olympia, and he's looking to win his third title. Now, he did also say he may stop bodybuilding at 38, and Big Ramy is currently 37, but I just wanted to share this update with you guys. And I also have to mention that I did see this first over on Fozzy Fitness, another great YouTube channel that reports bodybuilding news. If you guys aren't subbed to Fozzy, definitely go check him out. But after I watched his video, I went and seen Big Ramy doing it. So have to shout out to other channels, guys. We all grow, bodybuilding grows as a whole. Now, in the next update of the day, we have a recent back double bicep update from Nick Walker, who is just looking incredible. Now, last year, you probably already could have made the argument that Nick Walker had the best back double bicep in the IFBB. But this year, it's definitely going to be maybe true, guys, because Nick Walker honestly probably has the best lower half already. I mean, he could bring the glutes up a little bit, but Nick Walker definitely has the biggest, most conditioned hamstrings on his stage. And look at the lat insertions and just how clean and neat everything looks. Gonna be very exciting to see when Nick strips this down. Now, this was posted up a couple days ago. This is Nick Walker with 212 competitor Derek Oslin at the MI40 gym, I believe, and it's basically open versus 212. Look at the difference in the arms, guys, but props to Derek for even standing next to Nick Walker with these huge arms. And most muscular comparison, Nick Walker is just next level, guys. But look how conditioned Derek Oslin is, an incredible 212 competitor. And the last time he competed, he came in really conditioned. But, guys, in the 212 division, you have to come in peeled, guys. Probably the most conditioned division. Now, in the next update of the day, probably something you guys have been waiting for. This is the latest from Hassan Mostafa, who is about 3 or 4 days out from the Puerto Rico Pro. Now, do you guys think Hassan is going to win this show? We also have guys like Theo LaGuerrier, Andrea Mozy. Actually, I will be doing my breakdown for this show as soon as this news video comes out. But Hassan is looking incredible here, and I'm pretty sure he's going to bring the best package to date. He's looking shredded. The back is just insane. And keep in mind, guys, I'm pretty sure Hassan is depleted here. So when Hassan fills this up and he just becomes skin bursting full with this conditioning, it's going to be next level. And once again, I think he may be working with George Farah. Not 100% sure on that, though. Now, the next update of the day, this was posted up by Theo LaGuerrier going into this Puerto Rico Pro. Now, Theo is coming off a second place placing at the Toronto Pro right behind Mozy. He did the Cali, New York, and Indy Pro before this. So Theo has been competing a lot. And honestly, he may end up passing up Steve Kuklo and Justin Rodriguez in points. So those guys might need to get to competing. And in the next update of the day, this is posted up recently by Andrea Mozy, who will also be doing the Puerto Rico Pro. And Mozy is looking incredible here, guys. I can't lie. And I think it's a possibility he could place ahead of Theo in this show. This is looking like the best Mozy I've seen. I'm not sure why he always pulls his trunks like this. It does look a bit odd, but this front lat spread looks incredible. And I think you guys are actually going to be pretty intrigued with my predictions. But let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about Mozy? Now, the next update of the day, this was a guest posting Mozy did this past weekend at the Southern California Championships. Now, Mozy came off a second place placing at the Cali Pro, and he would go in to win the Toronto Pro. And basically, looks like Mo has pretty much held the same conditioning over, for this guest posing. And Mo placed 10th at last year's Mr. Olympia, not bringing his best package, with it being like the 4th or 5th show of the season. And I'm excited to see what he can bring this year, guys. And also, I mentioned that he has a very serious back injury and he's always in pain. So he's trying to work through that and find a better way to do it, And he works with Charles Glass. He said Charles has him training in ways to where he doesn't even feel the pain. But it's just incredible that even with all that, he's able to show up like this. And if Shaban is able to fix it, and I think it's possible because, as I mentioned, Jeremy Buendia has some of the same issues. But Shaban is doing all of this with an injured back. So hopefully all of that works out for him and he can bring his best to the Mr. Olympia. Now, the next update of the day, this was posted up recently by James Hollingshead. I do believe James Hollingshead will be doing the Arnold Classic UK, and I'm pretty sure he has to be one of the favorites to win that show. But I also did see the name of Hassan Mostafa on that list as well. So James Hollingshead versus Hassan, Actually, they placed back-to-back at the Mr. Olympia, so there would be a rematch. I think James beat Hassan at the Mr. Olympia, but they definitely wasn't the best Hassan Mostafa. But James looks incredible here, and hopefully this time around he can finally nail it. Now, the next update of the day, this was posted on recently by Quinton Eriya or Quint Beastwood. What do you guys think about this physique, man? This guy's just crazy. The shape, the structure, the flaring quads. I am very excited to see Quinton on stage in Tampa as well as Texas. Now, he will have his hands full with Akeem Williams, but I'm just interested to, see those guys side by side. Not sure who else is doing the Tampa Pro, but there would be a very interesting comparison. Now, Quint also posted this video up, and this guy just looks incredible, man. The only thing that he needs to do is to bring that back up a little bit, maybe one more good offseason, but from the front and from the side, incredible, guys. Very bright future for this guy. Now, the next update of the day, these are recent updates by Vlad Sukaruko. And if you guys know, this is Rolly Winkler's Magic Mirror at Oxygen Gyms. Now, Vlad is 3.5 weeks out from the Portugal Pro, and as far as I know, the only other big name in this show is Peter Clancier, another huge guy. I believe he's from Croatia, and those guys probably will be battling out for the Mr. Olympia qualification. And once again, we already have about 15, 16, maybe even more guys than that qualified for the Mr. Olympia. So this year's Mr. Olympia may have 25 to 30 guys. Very excited for it, and these guys are really going to have to fight for those top spots. Now, the next update of the day, there is another show going on this weekend, the Monster Zim. I don't think I'll be doing a breakdown for this video, but I will be covering it. The front runners in this show are probably going to be Sibu Sisu Catello as well as Sol Chung Lee. Now, if you guys don't remember, Sibu Sisu was supposed to compete at the Honor Brazil, with Rafa Buendia, but miscommunication, he wasn't able to get there, so we should actually get to see him on stage this time. And do not sleep on Sol Chung Lee. He has been at the Mr. Olympia. I'm not sure his highest placing is, but he is an Olympian, so he has been on that stage, guys. Now, in the next update of the day, huge shout out to Buys and Tries, and I actually seen this first reported by Nick Strength and Power yesterday. Horsemd has been hospitalized prior to doing this Expo Pro Super Show. He has a virus, it seems. He's been very sick, and he's lost 9 kg. Once again, huge shout out to Buys and Tries. They make my job a lot easier, but hopefully Marcelo gets better. And I did see a translation. He did say that he's still going to try to compete in this show. Just me personally, I'm not sure if that's the best idea to do. I'm not sure how serious this is for him. And I'm pretty sure that having to come down and wait for the classic physique division really wasn't helping him being dehydrated. But this was posted up on his story. For outsiders, I have diarrhea and vomiting from viral or food poisoning for 4 days. There's a crisis in my region. I've already lost about 9 kg, and there are about 10 days left for the competition. I believe that I'll be able to improve soon and resume preparation to meet expectations. So he probably just don't want to let anyone down. But if somehow Horsemd sees this video, you're not letting us down, man. If you're not feeling up to it, just don't compete. Now, the next update of the day, I did want to share this. This is a recent update from Seth Ferrosi. And if you guys, for some reason, don't know who Seth Ferrosi is, he's a retired bodybuilder, was a incredible 212 bodybuilder. And I actually did a video recently on the backlash he got from bear hunting. You guys should check that out. But Seth looks incredible here. He says he's on TRT, so he isn't on many super supplements. But I definitely just wanted to share this with you guys because Seth quads are looking incredible. And this is also Seth with Honey Roundby. They did a podcast as well as a training session. You guys can go watch it over on Honey Roundby's channel. But outside of my take on this, I find it pretty interesting because I'm pretty sure you're either going to see this story go 2 ways with all of the rest of the videos you guys will see. 50% of the videos will be Seth Ferrosi is making a comeback, and 50% of the videos will be Seth Ferrosi is on more than TRT. I just find it interesting that, different channels have different things they like to talk about. But anyway. And in the next story of the day, Logan Franklin is down in Houston at the Labrada Nutrition Gym working with the great Lee Labrada. And man, Logan Franklin looks good, but Lee Labrada looks great as well, guys. Lee is probably 61, I believe, maybe even 62. Looks like he doesn't miss a beat. And I don't think I've ever not seen Lee Labrada smile, except maybe in those Machiavelli motivation videos. But Logan Franklin looks incredible here, one of my favorites in the classic physique division, and he's posing with one of the greats. So look forward to his posing routines. And in the next update of the day, this was posted up recently by Jeremy Buendia. And Jeremy just looks better and better, man. Like I said, I've seen Jeremy lose a lot of weight. I've seen him slowly grind and put it all back on. Just great to see him doing it, and he's constantly improving, and he did say he will be coming back in the year 2023. And ending this video here with a story I found a little bit interesting. A couple of days ago, Nick Trigilli over on Bodybuilding and BS reported that Patrick Moore had a very, very serious injury. But Patrick Moore has pretty much been denying the injury and saying that he doesn't have it at all. And you guys can see here that Nick Trigilli told him you should enjoy it now because you won't be relevant too much longer. Patrick Moore responds, "It's too much longer, and no matter what, I've been more relevant in my short time here than you've been in your entire life. Keep in mind you're reporting on me, not the other way around." Now, I'm not too interested in a drama, but if Nick did report on this story and Patrick Moore isn't injured, it would look pretty bad. But, you know, Nick is a guy that usually gets all the facts. But even still, I think in this situation, you should let the athlete reveal to their fans and, you know, their sponsors that they have a serious injury, you know, rather than it being in a YouTube video. I think that Patrick should get the little bit of privacy for an injury. You know, I know some things are public, but I think this was just kind of pushing it a little bit. But that's just my take. As always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Krishan from Go Fitness, and I'm out.